Hey guys, I want to do this little bit of an intro before this video because, hey, this video is not perfect. I shot this back in January. Been meaning to get game footage, put footage into it, been meaning to put special effects into it. But over the time, I've had problems with my phone because that's what I film all my videos on. I lost some footage, it got corrupted. So I pieced this video together about the best that I can. Part of the list or the video got erased. It was corrupted. And I lost the list of all the games I did beat last year. But since Bones did give me time to give his version of this and everything else, I figured I'd put the video out there. So hey, this is what I have left from footage. It's just basically what I had originally filmed with Bones' part added in. So there you go. Sorry, no gameplay footage, no nothing, but I figured since it is April, I might as well go ahead and release this because it ain't gonna get done no time soon. Thanks. Hey guys, what's up? It's RetroMikey78 here, and today we're gonna go through the 39 games that I beat this year. Yep, I was one away from 40. So, you know, you'd think with a year where I was off for a couple months, surgery and COVID and everything else, that I would have done more games, but there was times I just didn't feel like playing, even didn't feel like coming in the game room. I just don't know what was going on. But 39 games is a lot more than I've ever beat before. But that being said, these are the 39 games that I went through that I had never beaten before in my life. And that's what these are. We'll go through. I don't have physical copies of all the games anymore. Tell you a story about each one. Show some video footage from when I live streamed some of these. And some of them are digital games. Sit back and enjoy, and hope you guys maybe you guys will find something that you guys might like in here. Start off the year, I'd owned a PS4, but I really never dived into it, never got all the way through it and everything. Finally got out the VR unit that I'd had boxed for almost a year. I put in Astrobot because everybody kept talking about this. I honestly couldn't put this down over Christmas vacation last year. Love this game, and it's actually the first game on a PlayStation that I platinumed. Really, really enjoyed it. Astrobot is a blast. I highly, highly recommend this game. Yeah, you guys probably don't say, now, there's a lot of games in here you guys are gonna be like, really? You being a fan, haven't beat them? Yes, I had never finished Resident Evil 3 on the original PlayStation. And with the remake coming out later that year, I figured that it was time for me to go and finish this game. So that was one of the next games that I sat down and beat. I beat this, I think, the day before my surgery I had in January last year. Then got a game on the Switch called Venture Kid. It's a small little platforming game. Captain Algebra had posted that he had beat it, and I think it cost him like $1.50, and it only took a couple hours. I was like, hey, I'm off work. I think I was home from the surgery, and I was like, let's get that and we'll play that. So I bought Venture Kid, sat down, played it, loved it. Another one, I don't have a physical copy of it no more. I've sold it since then. I beat a game called Mania. I bought it on the GameCube, got it out, tried it, and the game was really, really easy. I went through easy, medium, and hard all within 45 minutes. The game was fun. It's a puzzle style game. There's only 10 levels on each setting. Went through and I beat every one of them. April doesn't like playing puzzle games, so the two-player part would not be fun. So therefore, when I was purging the GameCube games, I went ahead and purged it. Next up we have Last of Us. Like I said, I was not into the PlayStation 4 hardly at all. I was buying games, you know, people told me this, told me that, and then as you guys see the blue here, I started really getting into it. Never had played this at all, so I put this in and streamed it. You guys, Last of Us is a very, very fun game. I think I went through it probably 6 times last year. It's a fun game. I highly recommend anybody that hasn't played it, get it, play it. And then this is a funny thing. After I got into those, I was like, you know what? Everybody says this is something you need to get into, and like I said, I didn't play much. I never play on the PS3, and I'm just now starting to get into the PS4. So I got the Uncharted series, all 4 of them, and I went through Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and Uncharted 4, all back to back, pretty much while COVID was going on and I was quarantined. Then at that point, I was like, hey, let's get the VR unit back out. People were telling me how much of a fun shooter this was. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've probably been through this game a dozen times now. This game is a blast. Until Dawn, Rush for Blood. It's an on-rail shooter for the VR. If you guys have the VR and you love on-rail shooter games, this is awesome. Check out the footage. I did a live stream of it. It's a fun game. Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot, it's a really fun short game. The controls are kind of wonky. I honestly, it says you can use the PlayStation Move things. I prefer using the controller on this over the Move things. But this is another on-rail shooter that's really kind of fun. It takes you a while to get used to the controls, but once you do, it's fun. Next, it was into the whole VR thing, and this came as a digital download as part of my VR package. I want to get the physical copy someday. I played Moss. Moss is a cute little platforming game on the VR. It kind of plays a little bit like Astrobot, but instead you play as a mouse with a sword, jumping and trying to defend yourself, going through this wilderness. It's a fun game. I highly recommend it. If you don't have it on the VR, buy it, check it out. Next, during quarantine, when prices started skyrocketing, I had gotten this game so cheap and I'd already played through it twice. I was like, done a live stream. I didn't really think I'd ever go through it again. So with what I spent on it and what I was able to flip it for, I decided to sell my copy of Stubbs after I did the live stream. But we did live stream Stubbs the Zombie. I think it took 2, maybe 3 weekends. I don't remember, but Stubbs the Zombie. It was an awesome game to play through, but like I said, I played through it twice. I don't think I'll ever want to do it again. The controls are It was fun, but I don't understand the full hype on it. Stubbs the Zombie, though, like I said, it was fun to go through, and I think I paid $40 for the game, and I bought a strategy guide for 8 or 10. Then I ended up selling both of them for 180 bucks, and I could not pass up the deal. I put it online for 200. The guy offered me 175. I countered at 180, and he took it. He was happy. I was happy, and $180 for what I'd spent like right around 50 bucks for. Not a problem. Next up, people kept telling me about this game, and I know that there's a couple of them that are like this, and I've got them. Heavy Rain on the PS3. I actually played a free download on the PS4. I didn't actually play it on the PS3, but this is the copy I have. No, I think I actually do have another copy of it. Yeah, I played through it. It was a fun story. I enjoyed the story. I wish there was more action to the game. I felt at times it kind of lagged and kind of was dull. But other than that, I thought it was a really, really fun game. Now, this is a game I had started in 2019, but I did it during the GM strike. and didn't get to finish it. And I'd forgotten that I only had actually one level left to go. Chapter. So I put in Condemned Criminal Origins and finished that game. I was like, why not? It took me maybe an hour or two to finish what I needed to, and it was number 15 on the list. Then I'd bought this at Toyman. I don't remember which one it was, what Toyman's, but I went through Final Fight Double Impact on this Capcom Digital Collections. And again, it was just something, I was actually on Discord talking with Chris James T, VGDS, and Bones. Just bullshitting, and at the same time, playing this on the side and beat it. Then I went through Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleeds back in the old days, but I'd never beat the first one, but just Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's only on Xbox exclusive. Sat down and went through that during the quarantine. Then I went through and beat Resident Evil 3 and the remake. This game here is a lot of the reason that I didn't beat a lot of other games, and that's because of Resident Evil Resistance. For probably 2 months straight, I was only playing Resident Evil Resistance. Once they started getting some of these new add-ons and stuff, the game got ridiculous. They gave too much control to the mastermind. So I have since then stopped playing Resident Evil Resistance. I did finally stop playing it though when Last of Us 2 Part 2 came out. I was super excited about this. That came out. I played through this probably 3-4 times. Just recently, just did it again over this Christmas break. Like I said before, I'm not a big fan of the story. I don't care for the Abby character, but I think the gameplay, the graphics is far more superior than what the original was. About the same time, I finally finished. I don't know why it took me so long. I kept stalling going through, but I finally finished a run through of Until Dawn. I know you can get like 8 or 9 different playthroughs of this, depending on who you save. You can kill them all, save certain people. But the interesting thing is, this is the copy that I won off of a Retro Rivals giveaway. And I got them to autograph it. Retro Rivals, game on. And, yep, this is the copy that they autographed. So, I think that's really neat. Then, during the pandemic, we were all quarantined. We weren't supposed to go anywhere. I was off work, laid off work for probably... No, I didn't go back till June 6th. Some point, Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, and went through that. Did a live stream of this. Did it in 3 days. I did a 6-hour, a 12-hour, and then a 7-hour live stream to do this on 3 days. So that's out there if you guys want to see it. It's really neat. Fun game. Love the twist on the story. That's why it's called Remake. It's not the exact story. It kind of would have been dull if it would have been the exact story. Getting into the gameplay. Yeah. Alright, now before I go through what I finished here, I'm going to cut over and let you guys see a little clip. And we got 6 games that I beat co-op with.
Come on, Stitch. Jump already. Oh, what's up, gamers? How's it going? 2020 is almost to an end, and games have been beaten. Me and Mike, we played some pretty good old classic games and some new ones. We played through Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 this year. 5, it's forgettable. I would definitely not go back to it. Did not really like the controls, and it did not really feel like a Resident Evil game. Glad I played through it, though. Resident Evil 6. That game, they improved on the controls a little bit. That was pretty enjoyable to play through. I did enjoy that one. but it still did not feel like a Resident Evil game. Next up, me and Mike, we ran through Gears of War 2, and Gears of War 3. We're trying to slowly get the whole franchise and series knocked out. But out of the first three, I played them back when they first came out years ago. I do enjoy those games. It's not something I would frequent, but going back every so many years is definitely fun to play. They also do have a horde mode in it where wave after wave of guys comes, which is fun. Me and Mike didn't get to play any of that, though. Also, we played a game called The Way Out, which Mike had already played through, but I had not, and it was definitely really enjoyable. It's a different style game. You really have to be in tandem with the other player on the team. Otherwise, you're not going to get through your missions. But that was a really fun game as well. Also, me and Mike, we played through The Forest. We played through it twice to get both endings. That game I absolutely loved. I'm looking forward to the sequel, Son of Forest. When that one comes out, I guarantee I will be playing that one. Those are the games that me and Mike ran through pretty quick this year. We still have a big list of games we want to get through, but that's just a handful of games that me and him did play. I played others on my own. Quackshot I beat, Paperboy again, Mario 3, and a handful of others. But that is a good glimpse of the games that me and Mike had beaten and enjoyed through 2020. So I'm getting back to gaming. Everybody have a great day. See you later.
Hey man, thanks Bones for telling them about those games. Yeah, these are the, what is it? Yeah, we have 6 games. These are the 5 physical copies that we beat. I know he said a 7th game. We did The Forest. We did both playthroughs of that where we saved the kid and didn't save the kid. We did Resident Evil 5 and 6. I started both of them years ago and just never finished them. To this day, I still don't care for Resident Evil 5 or 6. I had never been through any of the Gears of War because Bones had, and it was just, he said they were fun games. We did the first 3. We're going to do some of the other ones here real soon. And then a game that I thought would be fun to go through co-op would be A Way Out. I'd beat it before with April, I think the year before. But me and Bones went through it, and I actually got to do a different ending. So to me, that was neat to see a different ending. Then we start, I also, this was throughout the year, but then I was live streaming this. We did Serious Sam HD, the first encounter. I never finished the second encounter. We started the live stream of it, but we never finished it. Maybe sometime this year we'll go back. I was playing the original Serious Sam on the Xbox. I never finished it last year, so I need to go back and finish those. Start Serious Sam 3, and I got Serious Sam Double D on here. So these were fun. I really enjoyed it. Then that's when me and April picked up Uncharted Lost Legacy. I got to play the last one. People give this one a bad rep. Yeah, Drake's not in it, but honestly, it was still a fun game. So, yeah, I highly recommend picking this up and playing it if you like the Uncharted series. Next, a game that's not up here. And why? Because if you guys would have seen it, you would have known what that was without me turning it around. I live streamed this, and yes, I did the dance pad and everything, but I did it on easy because I have no rhythm. I suck at these Dance Revolution games. First one I'd ever played. But we did the Dance Revolution Mario Mix live on stream. I knew you guys see it in the corner. It was an awesome, awesome night. Waves and Games kind of challenged me to do it. Kept talking to me about it. He was sitting there laughing and giggling through the whole stream. Everybody thought it was a funny time. So, yeah. Next, Linda, a.k.a. the Gamer Girl, had told me about this game, and I was off work, didn't have any extra money, so couldn't really afford nothing. She purchased it and sent it to me, and I want to thank her still because this game is badass. Daymare 1998. The weirdest thing, I got the game, sat down, and I played through it. And I keep saying I'm going to do a review, and I've got footage and everything. I need to do the review, but Then I live streamed this. And you guys need to check out the live stream. Both live streams have serious glitches within the game. The first live stream, I was going to go through the whole game. It only takes 5 hours to go through it. The first live stream, the game glitched so bad, I had to delete the game and restart because the game was not playable. You have to see it. Maybe I'll put a little bit of it up there, but you have to see it. I left the live stream going, trying to figure out. The game broke. I had to delete it and start over to do the second live stream. I was like, okay, so this is where I am. I paused it. I saved it. Started the live stream and went from there. So we did 2 live streams to finish it. It was a fun game. The second live stream had a glitch. I thought it was going to screw up, but the glitch fixed itself. So, but the weird thing is when I went through the game the first time, no glitches, no problems, no nothing. So I don't know what happened with the second and third playthrough. Then I got Paper Mario Origami King. This game was fun. I really enjoyed it. I love the Paper Mario series. Although I've only beaten, I've only beaten 3 of the Mario RPG games. I beat the original Super Mario RPG, I beat Paper Mario, and I beat Paper Mario Origami King. I still got to play through the GameCube, the Wii, and the Wii U versions. I think there's a 3DS version too that I have. But yeah, I need to play through those other ones. But this game here was fun. Now, this is one that I kept seeing everybody talk about earlier this year. And I bought it and I was like, wow. This game. You guys, this game is a blast. It is just all out funny. It's fun to play. I ended up platining it. It was really easy to platinum. It only took me maybe a week and a half. Maneater. This game is a blast. I was playing this game while I'm talking with VGDS, and Bones Z06 online. I think Chris James T was on there too. I actually had the camera for Discord turned around. I was talking and they were watching the gameplay on the monitor. It was pretty fun. Now this copy here is still sealed. I beat this on the Xbox One off Game Pass. I went through Streets of Rage 4. I've actually never beat a Streets of Rage game till this one. I think this one's fairly simple. I think it's more simpler than all the other ones. But I went through all the characters, went through every level. So yes, I beat Streets of Rage 4. I've not opened my copy I got from Captain Algebra yet. I will when I go to play it. I want to get it in and get some achievements, but like I said, I've already beat it on Game Pass before I got this copy. So yeah, I don't think I'll open it eventually, just don't know when. Then right around, I don't remember when it was, but right after this came out, WWE 2K Battlegrounds. I did a live stream of this. It was a really good live stream, but after that, I sat down and I went through and I beat this game, and boy, was this game fun. But honestly, since I've went through and beat it, I have not put it back in. Not even thought about going to play online or anything else. Fast and the Furious Crossroads. I bought this Black Friday and went through and beat the game in like 2 days. This game is easy. It's very glitchy. You want an easy game to beat? Don't spend much money on it because it's not that great of a game. I guess just a racy, almost like the old Spy Hunter game. You have cars, you have missions, you race, and they give you unlimited tries to do it. So it was a fun game to go through, but like I said, I paid $15 for it. Black Friday. It's the only reason I bought it and I went through it. Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition. I did not actually play it on the PS4. I forgot that I had this. I was messing around with my Xbox Series X. And I bought it for $2.99 on there. Played it digitally on the Series X because I wanted to see how it ran there. One of these days I'll put this in and play it on the PS4. But I just want to show you that this is the version that I did play, was the definitive edition. And I have this out here for Resident Evil Revelations 2. I had never finished part 2 of Revelations, and while we were in Indiana, I got all the way to the last 2 chapters. While we were at my parents', I was playing on the Switch. When we got home, I finished this New Year's Eve. Both these games I finished on New Year's Eve. So there you go. My 39 games. I almost want to say that I have 40, but I have an opinion about those. The Last of Us Remastered, I almost counted as 40. The Left Behind part, what is it, a 5-6 hour DLC? I don't know if that's considered a game by itself. I don't know if it's just considered DLC, so I didn't count it as 40. And the only other thing... Oh... The only other thing that I wanted to point out, and I could have counted this as 42, but there's really no end to racing games. Tony Stewart's All-American Racing. I got every achievement on this game except for the 3 online achievements. The online community, people have paid money to upgrade their cars and customize their cars. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not spending more money to do that. So I don't think I'm going to get the online things. But like I said, I've went through 10 seasons of this. I've gotten every achievement that there is on the game. Got on with April, got the co-op achievements. The game was really fun, but I don't, like I said, I'm not numbering it as 40 because I don't have all the achievements and I don't really understand how you can say a racing game is ever really complete. Unless you actually do, like I said, platinum or master it where you get all the achievements. But that right now are the games that I beat in 2020. The games I've beaten in 2020. I know it took me a while to get the video out. I was working on those games. I've already started Rise of the Tomb Raider. I was playing Last of Us 2 again. Just for some reason, guys, I wasn't in the mood to shoot videos. Sorry, just being honest. Got these out, and hey, I'm glad you guys could see this. Tell me what you think. Did this count as number 40? Did the Left Behind part of Last of Us, did it count as 40 or 41? I don't know. That's why I said 39. I'm going to try to shoot and hit 40 this year. I've got some time coming off work. We've got a big model change going on where I'm working. So we'll see how much time I get off and how much time I get to spend doing what I love doing. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching Retro Mikey 78.